Hello again, Hayley Jane, back at the Big Condo Records podcast. Hello everybody. Tonight I have a fabulous artist and an old college friend from way back in the day, Mr. Junior Dayvis. And you've specifically made me write Davis with a Y. You said there's a story behind it and now I'm intrigued. Why the Y?
Why the why, yeah? Hello, Hayley.
Hello, Junior.
Thanks for having me on. Yeah, well, the why is when I tried to be a self-employed musician, there's loads of Junior Davises, and I couldn't get the name, so I had to stick the Y in.
Until you're an artist and you've got to create an artist name, you don't realise how many other people have got your name, isn't it?
But it's a family name. Davis is my grandmother's maiden name. So I was using a family name, but I didn't realise there's loads of Brazilians called Junior Dayvis, or Davis Junior, you know what I mean?
Is that where you descend from?
Brazil?
Brazil?
No.
Oh.
No, it was funny. I think my dad's Portuguese or something like that. So yeah, but West Indies, Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah.
And I tell you, he hasn't aged a day since 23 years ago. He still looks exactly the same.
I don't know about that.
You look amazing.
The lines are there, they're well hidden.
So you're a singer, songwriter, Junior,
Yeah.
and I know that you host open mic events very regularly, once a month, and you're a local events host as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that? How did that all come about?
So the open mics, I started years and years ago. That's where I started when I started playing, music live. Because learning to play in the house and all, then you got to go out and perform, and it was nerve-wracking. I remember the first time I performed, I was doing Eye of the Tiger, and I had one note to play, and I messed that up because I was so nervous, you know what I mean? But it started, so I kept the open mics going over the years just to hone the craft and learn to play in front of an audience, get confident when singing, and because I'm not a natural singer, I give it a go, I'm playing guitar. Playing guitar and singing is harder than people think. Because you're trying to do three
it's
things.
Like doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So with open mics, I always think it's a good way of learning the grounding and learn to how, because not everyone's gonna like you when you're out playing and singing. Some people are gonna like you, some people are gonna hate you. Some people are gonna tell you you're rubbish, some people are gonna tell you you're good. So, and that's a lot of things that you got to deal with.
As an artist, we have to kind of find that balance of not giving a fuck and giving a fuck at the same time, haven't we?
Well, but you've got to, because it's one of them things. If you really want to do it, no one's opinions matters more than yours. Nobody's opinion is irrelevant. What people think of what you're doing, or your opinion is, and that's thing. So the open mics are the things that I love doing.
Yeah. So as a musician, would that be your advice to other musicians? Because I've come from an acting background, but I love singing, and I get petrified every time I get up on stage and sing. So would you recommend open mic?
Yeah,
just get up and
singing. Being in front of people, bearing your soul, it's not easy, because if you have a nervous disposition in the first place, singing in front of total strangers is nerve-wracking as it is. You get nervous, and nerves is a good thing because it shows that you're not complacent. Because if you think you're the big I am and going out singing, and then someone tells you that you're rubbish, that's going to knock you down a few steps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you're nervous, it proves that you care about how you sound and what you're doing. So I think open mics are the best grounding for youngsters to learn the craft. And it doesn't matter if you make mistakes, because you're not looking to be perfect. To be perfect when you go out. You just want to do what you do, what you've been practicing at home in your bedroom. You go and you play. So when people listen to it, some people appreciate it. Some people walking in there, especially if kids walking and see, and the kids are like this. They got their fingers in their ears and everything. You know what I mean? They don't want to listen. Or some people go in and they're like, they're turning their nose up at you. You know what I mean? I think this mic's got it's a robotic mic. It started moving.
And I don't think we have them close enough. I was the same, I think. So what were your influences at the start?
Well, funny enough, as a kid, I remember being 9 years old and hearing Michael Jackson on the radio. And then I seen him on I was seeing it on the black and white telly. I'm looking at him thinking, he's a little kid. How is he doing that? You know what I mean? I'm thinking, I want to do that. Well, obviously, I couldn't.
Back in the Jackson days?
Yeah, back in the Jackson days, like 1969. That gives me age away, you know what I mean? But, so I told Auntie, and the thing about it, in school, when I went in school next day, all the girls were like that. Did you see that little boy on telly? I'm thinking, I want to do that.
Wow,
you know what I mean?
That was your main influence.
I'm still trying to do that now.
I know during the 80s and the 90s, my sister liked Bros, and the other one liked Kylie and Jason, and I liked Michael Jackson. So as an adult now, I'm like, I definitely had the best music taste.
Bros, were they? Don't mess it.
So that was what inspired you at the beginning?
Jackson 5, Bob Marley, and then when I got older, because I grew up in the West Indies, and I was born in England, but I grew up in the West Indies, and I moved to England when I was like 17 going on 18. And I saw the Police playing Roxanne on Top of the Pops. And I saw Sting singing that kind of that kind of reggae style. And all that. I thought, you know what, I could do this.
Yeah.
But I didn't play anything.
How did you realise that you could sing? How did that come about?
But I got put in the church choir. When my voice broke as a kid, I got put in church choir. You know what I mean? So I was singing like as a kid. But before I was going,
Yeah,
and then
with all
my
the
voice
high
got- I
notes.
came down and said, hello.
Right,
They put me in the
you're out
choir
the choir.
singing like, bass or something like
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean? I think I was only 12.
Oh,
So yeah, so that's how I got into singing.
yeah. And how I remember Junior, since I first met you, always with a mic, and you always had a guitar on your back, always had your guitar in your hand.
Yeah.
Can you play any other instruments, and how did you get into playing the guitar?
No, I got into playing guitar because I used to write lyrics, and I took my lyrics to a guy in Liverpool to put some music to it. And then when he brought the music back, I thought it was absolute rubbish. I thought I'm gonna have to learn to play. It's the only way to get me the music to me word. So I decided, I'm gonna buy a guitar. So the Daily Star was advertising a guitar. So I bought it at the time. It must have been about 25 quid.
And back then that would have been expensive, yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
And then I got some tapes and a book from a guy called Rush Shipton, who had 4 books and 4 tapes. So he didn't have YouTube back in them days. So I had to learn so I had to listen to the tapes and read the books and learn to play.
Wow.
And
Yeah, the hard way,
It wasn't, and plus I'm left-handed. So all the books are written for right-handers. I know it sounds funny that people think, but it looks just, but I play guitar that way for left-handers.
Do you remember John Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a lefty.
Yeah.
My first boyfriend, who I had on a pedestal back in the day.
I know,
Yeah,
you
he was a
did.
lefty, wasn't he? Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
fascinated.
And the
yeah.
right-handers play that way.
Yeah. So he was playing a right-hand guitar, left-handed, upside down. Yeah. Is that what you do?
No. I've bought a left-handed
Oh,
guitar.
right.
But when you buy guitar books in the shops, they're all written for right-handers. So when I'm a left-hander and I look at it, it's upside down. But when you try to explain that to people, they go, well, it's upside down because the dots are upside down. Because when I'm looking at the guitar,
So it's hard to
for
master the
right-
chords anyway, but
Yeah.
you mastered it upside down.
so it was a nightmare. You know what I mean? I got so much wrong, but I persevered. I kept going. Because I really wanted to learn.
And that's a message, people. Perseverance. You've got to keep going. Yeah.
I just say I never wanted to be a guitarist. I just wanted to be a songwriter. So there's a difference between a guitarist and a songwriter. People say, "Oh, I'm not a guitarist. I'm a singer who can play guitar."
Oh, okay.
I've never
right.
because to me a guitarist is someone who can play anything, play that and they can play.
Yeah.
I can play a lot. I can play hundreds.
You just
of
do it to
songs.
accompany your
Yeah.
singing. Yeah.
And that's how I learned to play and started writing songs and just writing any kind of rubbish that came to me, just write it. And that's what I say to any young songwriter: even if you're writing and you think it's rubbish, still write it, get it out your system. So you've done it, you can park it because even in that song, you can find a good bit in that song for another song that you're writing later on. So don't throw anything away. Keep everything. I've got about nearly 4,000 bits of stuff on my phone. And I panicked because I nearly lost my phone going to Edinburgh last year. And
Get it
it was
back,
like
though.
losing an arm. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I got it back though.
We don't realise how attached to them are we?
Some good person handed it in. Yeah, but that's
Wow,
a bit of a chat. But that's.
But then
that's
you can
how
go
it
back to
started.
all those and
Yeah.
play around with them and
I'm
use
always
bits.
going back to them and finding bits of stuff to use all the time. You know what I mean?
Do you still do acting? 'Cause that's how we first met, wasn't it? On an acting
Well, some people
acting course?
some people say I'm acting when I'm on stage or playing music, but no, I've done a little bit for VML in Runcorn, but learning lines has always been a bane of my life. So I've give up acting.
You went to Edinburgh Fringe at one point, though.
Yeah, I did a play at Edinburgh Fringe.
That's
and
one on my bucket
and
list.
guess what? No typecasting here. Guess what I played?
The Jamaican.
a drug dealer.
Oh wow.
Seriously, I was in a line standing up. I was in a line, right, standing up, going to audition to get into uni. I was in line for Lipper, and this girl came to me and she goes, "I'm a writer. I'm writing a musical, and the part I've written is you fit the part." I said, "Why?" She goes, "Well, you're tall, you." And stuff
like against
that.
it.
Yeah. So she said, "Come to Manchester." So when I got it, I said, "What's the part?" She goes, "It's a part of a drug dealer." Oh, well, there's no typecasting there, is there? You know what I mean? 6'2" black, a drug dealer. Yeah, I'll have that. But I did it.
Yeah.
A week in Edinburgh. But I tell you so, we did the play in the Lowton Civic Hall. and on the East Lancs.
So do you with your singing, do you get into a studio and do you record? 'Cause I know you do a lot of live performances, but do you get into a studio and record?
Yeah. I'm in a couple bands at the minute. And we're in the studio. We're in Crosstown Studios. We're going an EP with five songs that hopefully should be out by May.
So you're in 2 bands. How do you manage to like?
I'm in 4 bands here.
Oh,
I'm in
wow.
4 bands, Hayley. 4 bands.
4 bands. And then you're a
enough
host of your open mic. You're a host of other events.
I'm in 2 original bands, a covers band and a duo. Plus I do some solo stuff.
Wow.
It's not 24 hours is not enough for me, I'm telling you.
I can say, yeah. And how often do you gig with those bands?
All the time. I was gigging on Saturday. I was gigging on Friday with one band, and I gigged on Saturday with the other band.
Do you get confused with all the different material?
No, I don't know. It's just once I'm in that band, I'm with that band. Once So,
and you find time to perform with them all?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, all the time.
Have you got any upcoming gigs?
Yeah, we've got Soto's. If you're from Liverpool, you know Soto's in Wood Street. And we're playing there on the 10th of May with Jumada. That's the band I formed in the 90s, back in the day.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what kind of music is that?
It's old men indie rock.
Always goes down well.
We got a bit of reggae in there as well. We've got a bit of reggae, rock, reggae, some bit of funk, bit of everything. A mixture. We're eclectic, you know what I mean. So we just put everything in and come up with this all original stuff. And then the other band, the Brindley Rats. We call the Brindley Rats because what the bass player used to ride home from work and he used to see rats behind the Brindley. So
called it the Brindley Rats.
It's not scientific, is it?
No. So with your recording, are you still pursuing like a recording contract or anything like that?
No, I'm not.
You're not pursuing that anymore. It's just for the love of it.
Like that. Who's gonna sign a 64-year-old old man? No chance. No chance. No. My main thing is just playing live. That's gigging and playing and enjoying it. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be on any constraints to anyone to tell me what I can and can't do.
Yeah, yes.
I'm my own man.
I hate being told what to do.
So I'll gig when I want, how I want, where I want, with who I want.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be told to write a song for this time or write this type of song. Songs, I saw a thing from, the blind, he wasn't blind, no, it was, what's his name now? Not Bill Hayley. Anyway, he said he's this singer-songwriter said that he writes songs how they come out of him, because I don't songwriting is a thing that's really kind of it's kind of alien. It comes to you because the songwriting itself, the songs come out of you. The songs have nothing to do with you. They're given to you. They're in you already, and you just got to get them out.
I like that. Yeah.
There's not something that you plan.
Yeah.
I don't plan to write a song. One day I'll be inspired and I'll just get a chord, get some chords, I get a melody, and I write the song.
I was just going to say, where do you get your inspiration from to write your lyrics? And you just
to be a songwriter, you got to be a good listener. That's the good thing. So you listen, and people are always giving little nuggets of names of songs that people talk all the time and say stuff. So as soon as people say something, even watching the telly, also someone says something I thought is good, I write it down. I've got it there. So when I get inspired, I go to my little book and I'll fix something. Oh yeah, I'll start playing, jamming on the guitar. I just jam and playing anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to make sense, because people talk about the 1-4-5 or the 2-3-6 in songwriting. Doesn't mean anything to me. What means the most is what it sounds like when I'm playing it. That's the main thing when you're writing a song. It's not if this chord go with that chord, because if you know every chord that goes with everything, you're gonna go that way, and you're never gonna find anything out the box. So how I write is I just get the guitar and I play anything. I just play. I play a diminished chord. I play an augmented chord. I play a 7 chord. I play any chords, whatever, and I'll put together what I think sounds good to me, and I'll listen to it. If it doesn't sound good, I'll change it around and all. I'll play stuff. What I'll do, I'll play stuff forwards and I'll play it backwards, just to see how it sounds, or move stuff about. I don't follow any formula. There's no formula for me. I just write.
Sounds amazing.
And then if it's and I've had songs played on radio. I've had people sing me songs, and stuff like that. So it's not all rubbish. Like some of it is.
No, you've always been amazing to me.
Yeah.
And one thing I've always liked about you as well, you've always encouraged people to kind of express themselves, who they are, encourage them as an artist, whether it's good or bad. Fight the fear. Just get everyone going.
That's the whole thing. Yeah, that's the whole nature of being an artist, is helping each other. Because once you've done something, you got to help people coming along. and encourage them.
Yeah.
The main thing for me is not how good you are. It's just if you want to do it, if you know if you come to my open mics and you know half a song, sing half a song. If you don't play anything, and just sing the song.
I'm coming
if
to
you
the
know
next
one
one.
line, just do it. It's just getting people to come and enjoy themselves and be comfortable in the space.
And what's a great thing for you to offer in the open mic nights, because you can offer that to the artists, can't you? Have you had anybody come to you that have gone on to be successful in the industry?
But I'm glad you asked me that, Hayley. In fact, I have.
Yeah.
Mo Jamal, who won The Voice in 2017.
I recognise that
He used
name,
to come to my open mic.
Nice.
And he went on to win The Voice with Jennifer Hudson.
Wow.
Believe it or not, yes.
I'm coming to your open mic next.
Nadine McGee as well. She was mentored by Tom Jones.
Oh wow.
You know, and Max Vickers, he was mentored by the guy from Bush, and he was another guy who used to come to my open mic in Warrington at the Mulberry Tree, and that's how, you know what I mean. So open mics and there's a girl guitarist in the Crawlers now, Amy. I think Amy Woodall. I think is yeah. She used to come to my open mics, and I remember her coming in and playing guitar. I thought she's good, and now she's in the Crawlers, who sang by Modern Sky.
Wow.
You know, so yeah. So,
and did you encourage all them as well to?
Well, yeah, that's
just
it.
Keep trying.
They come to the open mic. They get up and they play and they enjoy. And everyone who comes to the open mic, as an open mic host, when people come to the open mic, it's always about the people who come. It's not about the host. Some hosts always get they hug the open mic. They go and they play 5 or 6 songs and they tell you, "Oh, you've only got 2." What I do, the best open mic for me is when I haven't got to play, because that means loads of people have turned up and they play.
Yeah, nice.
I just set the gear up and then introduce them and they play. And I always say to people, right, if you come in, if you play 3 songs now, play 4 songs, and later on you can get up again. So I give them 2 goes, and they stay. Instead of getting people to play 2 songs, then me play 5 songs at the start. Then 5. It's not about me. It's about the people who come to the open mic. It's about them, and that's why they keep coming. That's why my open mic has lasted about 15 years now.
Wow.
Because people keep coming.
Yeah, it's
because
beautiful.
they know they're going to get to play more than 2 songs.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Hey?
Yeah, amazing.
I'm a professional here.
No, you are. Honestly, that's why when you reached out to me, I was like, yeah, Junior's another person that hasn't let up. You've always had your finger on the pulse, and you've always doing something. Like you're saying, you're married and you've got kids, but you still have your hobbies and interests. You've not just kind of felt back and just 9 to 5 on the hamster wheel.
I'm not someone.
You've got a creative seed in you, and you've let it grow.
I've got to be busy. I can't keep still. I'm out. My wife I never see him. I'm always out doing something, rehearsing, gigging, or whatever it is. I'm out, looking for gigs.
Yeah. Well, Junior, it's been absolutely amazing. And
are we finished already?
We don't realise 20 minutes is like zoom by, hasn't it? Yeah, we've had a right good old gap. I'm definitely going to come and see you every first Friday of the month over in Runcorn. Whereabouts do you hold your open mics? I know it's different venues, isn't it?
Yeah. So one is at the Norton, the first Friday of every month, the Norton Arms in Runcorn, the first Friday of every month. And one is at the Queen of Hearts and Murder Show on the last Monday of every month. So combine them last Monday, first Friday.
So if you're an artist who's trying to put themselves out there and want to get a bit of experience singing in front of an audience, open mics are the way to go. Yes.
I'm left-handed, so if you're right-handed, bring your own guitar.
Yeah.
Because you'll have to play mine upside down.
Fabulous. Junior, it's been an absolute pleasure, my friend. Thank you so much,
darling.
And we can't wait to see you again. Thank you so much.
You haven't changed either.
Well, I don't know about that. Thank you, though. Guys, that's another amazing interview with another local artist. And thank you so much for listening in. That's been the Big Condo Records podcast. And we see you next time. Thank you so much.